Good afternoon and welcome to Providence Park. We gather today to celebrate the Grant High School Class of 2021. Please welcome to the stage Chief of Schools Dr. Bird, Portland School Board Member Scott Bailey, Principal James McGee, Vice Principals Robin Griffiths, Joseph Matasik, and Scott Roosevelt, along with MJ Sassi, Grant High School Student Body President, Ani Tate, Grant High School Native American Student Body President, and Santiago Franco, Grant High School MECHA Co-President. And now may I direct your attention to the right as we welcome Grant High School staff. Pleasure to introduce the Grant High School graduating class of 2021, being escorted in by the Grant High School counseling staff.
Good afternoon and welcome to Grant High School's Class of 2021 commencement. It is so great that we are all able to be here today, and I would like to start off our ceremony by introducing our Vice Principal, Mr. Matasic, who will be reading our stolen land acknowledgement.
Good afternoon. Today I would like to acknowledge that we are all here on stolen land, but more importantly, I will acknowledge the people whose land we are gathered on today. Present-day Portland is located on the traditional village sites of the Multnomah, Wasco, Cowlitz, Cathlamet, Clackamas, bands of Chinook, Tualatin and Kalapuya, Molalla, and many other tribes who made their homes along the Columbia and Willamette rivers. Let us also acknowledge the robust Native community made up of tribal diversity that originates from around the country and whose journeys have brought them to Portland by ways of forced displacement or seeking opportunities. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Native American Student Union President, Ani Tate.
Good afternoon, everyone. A few years ago, land acknowledgements weren't a common practice within our community, and I am glad that now at almost every school event, the original occupants of this land are recognized. The tribes and nations that resided on these lands still are here today and are descendants of those who survived colonization. I knew the Pledge of Allegiance by heart before I knew the tribes that reside in this state. For so long, the true history of our society has been manipulated into honoring the people who colonized this land. There are signs of colonization all around us, serving as a reminder to Native people that assimilation is our only option. Due to the imagery in our halls, the names of our schools and parks, many of us passively adopt false narratives of Indigenous extinction and colonial idolization. This last November, one symbol of Native erasure has been approved for removal. The Fletcher Memorial murals that have hung in our school's auditorium for over 80 years represent the intentional erasure of history and of Native people. Despite a long-fought outcome, I am excited that our school will be given an opportunity to grow by welcoming a new set of murals, ones that are created for and by the Indigenous community in Portland. However, the work does not stop here. We cannot be a dedicated community to equity if we are not dedicated to anti-colonialism. And we cannot accomplish that if we continue to honor those who forced Indigenous people off of their homelands, enacted massacres, and contributed to genocide. Ulysses S. Grant did these things, and it is not something that can be overlooked anymore. It is not just a name. These symbols of our oppressors can and should be removed, and only good and growth will come out of it. How can we acknowledge and honor the land and the original peoples of this land if we honor those that have sought to erase Indigenous people? My hope for this class is that we think deeply about and question the symbols that are around us, and to continue to ask ourselves, how will we fight against colonization? Lastly, I want to recognize and emphasize how hard this year has been. It's truly an accomplishment for all of us for persevering through this year despite all the challenges we faced. Congrats to all the families that supported us through it all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ani. Now please rise for the national anthem performed by the U.S. Marine Band and remain standing for the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, performed by the Grant A Cappella Choir. Thank you, Mr. Eisman and the Grant A Cappella Choir. Greetings and welcome, seniors, parents, staff, administrators, family, and friends, to the Class of 2021 Grant High School graduation. Good afternoon, and thank you to everyone for joining us here today. I know that this is not how any of us envisioned our senior year, or even our graduation, but I am so thankful we have the opportunity to come together again one last time. It seems like just yesterday we were all embarking on our 2-week-long spring break, and now, in less than an hour, we will all walk across this stage and our time at Grant will come to a close forever. But if the past 4 years have taught us anything, it's that regardless of the physical or virtual walls that surround us, we build bridges that connect us unlike any class ever before. From Marshall to Grant to Zoom, we have persevered together. So even though we may be leaving the Grant building behind after today, the bridges that we've built will last us a lifetime. Today marks the end of an era, but it also marks a new beginning. We're stepping foot into a world of unknowns, and it's incredibly exciting, yet incredibly intimidating. Somewhere along the way, remember to step outside of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to fail, and take each moment as it comes, because they all go by too fast. We've been through a lot together. Leaky bathroom ceilings, overflowing Max cars, immovable chairs, a monumental election, an ongoing fight for racial justice, a global pandemic, and so much more. But we've also made so many amazing memories. There are aspects of this world that may not look promising, but the people I've met in my time at Grant give me hope. The last 4 years have taught us all to be strong, stand up, speak out against injustice and inequality, take action, and protect each other no matter the cost. I'm incredibly confident that so many of you are going to do amazing things. So many of you already have. Remember, we are the future. So take these next few years to become informed, stay informed, listen to different perspectives, strive towards solutions, have faith in each other, trust yourselves, and ultimately be the change you wish to see in the world. I look forward to seeing what the future has in store for all of us. And with that, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's made my high school experience worthwhile. While I may not be close with every single person in this stadium, you have all impacted my life in one way or another, and I'm eternally grateful. Thank you to my support system who have shaped who I am today, and thank you to Grant for teaching us all so many invaluable life lessons. Congratulations, Class of 2021. We did it. Now go out and conquer the world. And of course, for one last time, go Generals! All right. And I am now happy to introduce Grant's Jazz Ensemble, led by band director Brian McFadden, performing Moten Swing by Benny Moten. Thank you to our very talented musicians. I am now pleased to introduce Vice Principal Scott Roosevelt. He will be presenting our class valedictorians and acknowledging our academic achievers.
Thank you, MJ. We'd first like to recognize Grant's 2021 valedictorians who have maintained a 4.0 cumulative GPA over their 4 years in high school. All of our valedictorians are named in our graduation program. Will our valedictorians for the class of 2021 please stand and remain standing so you can be recognized? Congratulations to you all. We'd also like to recognize the additional 257 seniors who maintained a 3.5 or higher GPA over the last 4 years. These students are noted with a plus symbol in your program. Will these students please rise? Thank you. You may now all be seated. In addition to these students, we'd also like to acknowledge the seniors who have completed the Japanese Immersion program. The Japanese Immersion Completion Honor Cords are presented to those who have successfully completed the 4 years of the Japanese Immersion courses at Grant High School, in addition to completing the Japanese Magnet program at Mount Tabor Middle School and Richmond Elementary School. These students have an asterisk next to their name in your program. Will our Japanese immersion completers please stand? You may now be seated. This afternoon, we are also recognizing the graduates from our AVID program. AVID stands for Advancement via Individual Determination, and it is a college readiness program designed to help our students develop the skills they need to be successful in college. These 28 students committed to a 3-year program that led to 100% of these students being admitted to college and over $573,000 in grants and scholarships. This is an approximate average of $20,400 per student. Could all of our AVID graduates please stand? You may be seated. This afternoon, we also acknowledge our graduates who are recipients of the Oregon State Seal of Biliteracy. The seal was established to recognize high school graduates who have attained a high level of proficiency in reading, writing, listening, and speaking in 1 or more world languages in addition to English. These accomplished students are listed in your program. Will our Seal of Biliteracy recipients please stand and be recognized? You may now be seated.
Thank you, Mr. Roosevelt. I'm now pleased to introduce Vice Principal Robin Griffiths. She will be presenting our Grant High School Department Awards.
Thank you, MJ. Each year, our individual departments honor their outstanding graduates. Recipients of these awards will pick them up after receiving their diploma. Will recipients please stand when I read your name and remain standing until the end of the presentation of department awards. Members of the audience, please hold your applause until all department awards have been announced. Thank you. We begin with our business department. Our first award is for a future business leader, and it goes to Aaron Lindstedt. The second award is for commitment to excellence, going to Stephanie Castellanos Welsh and Dylan Dela Cruz Diaz. We have 2 awards from our English department. The first is the Muse Award and goes to a student who inspired language arts teachers and peers through achievement, perseverance, and creativity. The recipient of the Muse Award goes to Charlotte Stager. The next award is for excellence in English, and the recipient is Ani Tate. Stand up. Our visual arts department has 2 awards. The first is for outstanding artist. This year, the art department are recognizing 3 amazing artists: Amanda Hunt, Sasha Colin, and Sam Emmite. The second is for outstanding art engagement, and again, the art department is recognizing 3 outstanding artists: Lillian Hancock, Thomasina Yost, and Nigel Hagan. For excellence in audio engineering, we have 3 graduates who showed amazing talent in the art of audio engineering. They are Benjamin Jugel Grossup, Dylan Hughes, and Hayden Rooney Fletcher. The following students received the Department Award for Excellence in Science: Eddie Hunt, Mimi Lee, Makoto Powers, and Philip Zaire. Our Foreign Language Department recognizes excellence in world language by honoring 4 students this afternoon. The first award is Excellence in Spanish and goes to Benjamin Jugel Grossup, Finley Green, and Isabel Earhart. Our next graduate who is receiving the Excellence Award in Japanese is Tommy Meyer. Our math department honors its most outstanding seniors in math with the Euclidean Cup Award. This year, the department has chosen 3 graduates who excelled in math and embody the heart and mind of a true mathematician. They are Annalise Quinton, Benjamin Jugel Grossup, and Mackenzie Caldecott. They also honor the student who has continued to strive in math with the Perseverance Award. This year, they are honoring 2 recipients, Amina Kadir and Catherine Loop. Our Instrumental Music Department is honoring its students this year with 2 awards. The John Philip Sousa Band Award goes to Kylie Farmer and Jolyn Hutchinson. For their outstanding contribution to jazz, the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award goes to Sawyer Kid-Myers and Turner Williams. From the Performing Arts Department, we start with the Outstanding Dance Student. This year's recipient is Olivia Buck. The Theater Department is presenting its Thespian Award for Outstanding Theater Artists to Elijah Carey and May Zook. Our Athletic Department Award honors its most outstanding sports person. These recipients were selected by our grant coaching staff. Our Sportsman of the Year is Timon Jamar Davis, and Sportswoman of the Year is Skylar McNeil Berry. The Social Studies Department has the William Cromley Excellence in Social Studies Award. This year, the award is being shared by 4 recipients. They are Christopher Bianco, Natalie Kolrak, Jared Smith, and MJ Sassy. Our library has the Adeline Cook Award for Excellence in Student Librarianship. This year's recipient is Ciela Capage. And finally, the Grant Construction Department is honoring a graduate with the Community Builder Award. The recipient this year is Henry Southern. The department's Pathfinder Award goes to Ronan Kerr Manwaring. Please join me in congratulating these amazing students with a well-earned round of applause.
Thank you, Ms. Griffiths, and congratulations to all my fellow graduates who have been acknowledged for their excellence by our teachers. I would now like to introduce Vice Principal Mr. Joseph Matasic.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to be presenting our final department award, the Joseph Bowman Outstanding Student Award. This award embodies the hard work and dedication to our former administrator, Joseph Bowman, that he gave to Grant and to our community. His passion for life is missed in the halls of Grant High, but this year's recipient would have made him proud with the drive, passion, conviction, hard work, and a determination to learn that they have shown during their 4 years here at Grant. Another value of this is compassion. I remember the day I met this student back at the Marshall campus. Coming back from the Mac station, one of our students had been in a car accident where they had gotten injured, and I met this student because they were compassionately caring for their classmate. This year's recipient is Amina Kadir. Please stand up and take away. Congratulations, Mina. And congratulations to all of our department award recipients. Please remember to pick up those awards when you are getting your diploma.
I'd now like to introduce our principal, Mr. James McGee.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's incredible to see so many people here today. Graduates, I'm excited to join your families, friends, and teachers in celebrating this important milestone in your lives. Within these last few years, these adults have seen you grow and develop into the individuals you are today. Despite the constant challenges you've endured throughout this pandemic, you have faced adversity head-on and have collectively refused to let it define you. This speaks volumes to the class commitment and unyielding spirit. As we celebrate the completion of your secondary education, I would like to take this opportunity to speak about your future and your limitless potential. Harriet Tubman once said, "Every great dream begins with a dreamer." As I look at you, I see rows and rows full of young dreamers anticipating to start your journey. Now, some of you might feel ready, excited, and jovial, while others might feel a bit anxious, uneasy, and even a little bit fearful about your future. We get it. Many of the adults here today have been in that same place. The feeling of moving from one stage of life and into another can be overwhelming. However, based on what I've quickly learned about your class, I'm confident that all of you will step up and change this world in your own unique way. You are a class full of leaders that are kind, thoughtful, compassionate, curious, and hold a deep sense of community. Leaders who don't take no for an answer and constantly strive to make themselves and others better. You are the best example of the word resilience. You sitting right here in your cap and gowns, waiting eagerly to go across this stage, proves that. I would like to end my message by asking that you start your new lives, as you start your new lives, continue being dreamers. Dreamers who know how to turn their words into action. Dreamers who rely on their experiences to cultivate their futures. And dreamers who simply don't dream big for the benefit of themselves, but for the sake of the greater community. Although our time together at Grant hasn't been long, I am incredibly proud to have you as my first graduating class. Your presence and engagement will always be remembered. And your presence and engagement will always be remembered. And even though your time here as students is over, remember, you will always have the Grant High School community to call home. I hope you will never forget your time here as a Grant General. And no, we'll never forget the fighting spirit of the dreamers of the class of 2021. Thank you. Now, please welcome Grant's a cappella choir, led by our director, John Eisman, singing Yamaya Aso by Judy Rose. It is my honor to introduce to you a young man who is already making his mark on the world, not only while at Grant, but also in the world of sport. We know he will go far. We know he will go far. Please welcome Santiago Franco.
My bad, guys. Hello, everyone. As Mr. McGee said, my name is Santiago Franco, and I am the co-president of the Grant High School Metro chapter. I'd mentioned that I'm also a senior, but I'm pretty sure the cap and gown speaks for itself. Wow. We made it. We're all graduating, guys. Feels like a dream. Now that I'm finally here, I can only think back to when I walked through one of the 6 doors that led through one of the old, yet homey buildings of Marshall High School. It's funny, when I've talked to seniors, most of us think of Marshall whenever we talk about Grant. The memories we've made there are what we cherish the most. From the big events, like the cultural kickbacks in our home games and sports, to the littlest things, like walking down the never-ending hallways during passing time and going out as a mob to the unprepared Walmart. Those 2 years where we all connected, made new friendships, and had that high school experience we wanted ever so badly. But then the day came where we had to leave Marshall and return home to our newly renovated building. But even back home on our side of town, we were still homesick, missing our Minutemen roots back in the Southeast. But slowly, we started adjusting to the new building and began to make new memories, like seeing Grantasia in action in our remodeled auditorium, seeing our basketball teams go head-to-head in our brand new gyms, and cringing at that one guy from leadership that would try to lead karaoke at lunch. I wonder who that guy was, huh? But just as we finally began to call New Grant home, we were struck with the haymaker known as COVID-19, and it put us out for the count for a whopping 1.5 years. We were forced to leave our school once again and return home, and use something I never thought I'd use so much in my life, Zoom. I tell you, I never thought I'd be able to be sitting in a classroom with so many silent black squares in my life on a screen, but hey, never say never, right guys? But despite everything that COVID-19 hit us with, we stayed resilient and have been fighting to bring our world back to some sense of normalcy. I mean, here we are right now in Providence Park, actually having a graduation, not having to do a drive-through. Isn't that crazy, guys? It makes me realize, as I stand here on this stage, that we've had a very unique high school experience. When we moved from Marshall to New Grant and to Zoom, we never had any sort of solid foundation of being in a school. Not only that, the pandemic put the whole world on hold. Put that along with the protesting for a better nation following the events of George Floyd's murder, and we have something unlike what most people have had to go throughout their entire high school experience. But despite everything that was put on our plate, we continued to fight. We persevered. We adapted. I know for me, I started out here. Oh, there they go. I started out as a nervous, awkward, and at times corny freshman to a confident, eccentric, and very much still corny senior that achieved much more than he could have ever thought possible. Some of us have changed more than others, but we have all adjusted. But what has stayed the same for everybody sitting here sitting here today is that we have all fought. It was a rocky road, but we all made it here. I'd like to say that our fight is finally over, but we've only just begun. So as we take these next steps into the unknown, I implore you to continue to fight. Excuse me. I implore you to continue to fight. Fight for what you believe in. Fight for your future. As the saying goes, no matter how many times you are knocked down, even with the odds against you, when everything seems to be crumbling around you, you have to get back up and continue fighting. Because the only way out of rock bottom is up. And remember, no matter what happens, through success and defeat, no matter where you are in the world, know that you all, we all, are generals, and that we will always have an army behind us. Thank you.
Thank you, Santiago. And now we have a great addition to our graduation program this year. Please enjoy this performance by the Grant Dance Collective, directed by Jessica Murray.
I walked across an empty land. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I felt the earth beneath my feet. Sat by the river and it made me complete. Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting tired and I need someone to rely on. I came across a fallen tree. I felt the branches of it looking at me. Is this the place we used to love? Is this the place that I've been dreaming of? Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. And if you have a minute, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we know? This could be the end
And now, please welcome back to the podium, Mr. McGee.
Thank you. Each year, the Grant staff gives one award to a graduating senior from the Fletcher Memorial Scholarship Fund. It is given to one senior in recognition of outstanding academic achievement, citizenship, and service to Grant. These awards are given in memory of the first principal of Grant High School, Mr. William T. Fletcher. The monetary value of the award is modest. However, the recognition received is considered to be outstanding. When William T. Fletcher opened Grant in 1924, his philosophy was that we are all here learning to live together. This year's recipient of the Fletcher Award will be attending the University of Portland next year, and he plans to major in computer science. While at Grant, he has been a vocal and active member of student leadership, as well as co-president of METCHA. He has been part of the AVID program for 3 years and maintains a 3.9 GPA. While taking a rigorous course load, he earned the University of Portland Presidential Award, Oregon Success Award, and the Thomas Keep Memorial Scholarship. Last year, despite the pandemic, he was awarded an internship with the City of Portland through the Grant College and Career Center. In his free time, he recently won the USA National Golden Glove title in boxing. He can often be heard humming a Frank Sinatra tune in the hallways at Grant and is always willing to participate in a sing-off. It is an honor to introduce to you this year's recipient of the Fletcher Memorial Scholarship, Santiago Franco. Santiago. Thank you.
And now, it's the moment we've all been waiting for, the presentation of diplomas. Mr. McGee and school board member Scott Bailey, will you please do the honor?
My colleagues would not be surprised if I did.
Thank you. And welcome, Director Bailey. Will you please now join me in the presentation of diplomas for the class of 2021. We ask that you please hold your applause so that every graduate's name may be heard when it's called. Seniors, you will now prepare to receive your diplomas.
Nolan Donahue.
Juana Dolores Jimenez Francisco.
Jason Stephen Delane.
Ivan Navarro Ramirez.
MJ Sassy. Can I call you Santi or do you want Santiago? Santiago?
Wait.
Ani, am I saying you? Do you have first? Ani Tate. Santiago Franco.
Brooke Aruzizi.
Do you want me to say the whole thing? Amelia Quinn Albright.
Cooper Eric Anderson.
William Anderson.
Cameron Ansley.
Keira Itsuko Aramori.
Isabel Aronson.
Colin Lawrence Arthur.
Dylan Alexander Audley.
Henry W. Backus. You have one job.
Hazuki Bacon.
Sam Bacon Brennis.
Malcolm Bagnall.
Cleo Bailey.
Gretchen Louise Bailey.
Ania Jo Marie Baker.
Emma Baker.
Caroline Christine Ballard.
Maha Hannah Ballerstedt.
Anna Rose Barron.
Talia Ann Baskin.
Haley Bass.
Evan Thomas Bauman.
Graham Beaver.
Scott Baxter Game.
Brennick Beck.
Natalie Becker.
Harrison Christopher Beer.
Truman Belknap.
Reed Benet.
Quinn Bennett.
Skylar McNeil Berry.
Christopher Bianco.
Hugo Hendrick Bitterman.
Alec Bjork.
Audrey Bone.
Luke Borchardt.
Stella Barillo.
Evan Griffith Bosma.
Drew Brandt.
Benjamin Harlan Breidenbaugh.
Fenton Peter Bromanshankel.
Olivia Marie Buck.
Angel Burton.
Hazel Emerson Kabler.
Felix Sebastian Calderon.
Mackenzie Ray Coldicott.
I need to know. Henry David Kanzler.
Ciela Capage.
Eli Carey.
Stephanie Castellanos Welsh.
Joseph Dodge Cottle.
Hazel Chance.
Maxwell Chain.
Etta Coleman.
Sasha Rose Cologne.
Peyton Condon.
Kate Connors.
Owen Michael Cook.
Tristan Theodore Cook.
Easton Kunrat.
Ruby Cooper Carl.
Zoe Coughlin Glaser.
Gabriel Isaac Corbis.
Lainey Grace Darden.
Sophia Lily Date.
Timone Davis.
Zoe Ann DeBlaze.
Reed Joseph DeFino.
Fallon Cord DeWitt.
Dylan De La Cruz Diaz.
Finian J. Dills.
Jordan Demoff.
Madigan G. Dodge.
Aiden Dominic.
Mirabai Dornfest.
Mackenzie Grace Dressler.
Alexander Cameron Dubois.
Isabella Taylor Earhart.
Aiden N. Eckhart.
Heidi Eidler.
Owen Igusa.
Alan Ekstrand.
Julia Nicole Elliott.
Sam Emmite.
Mary Hannah Ernst.
Celisa Marie Evans Cluthy.
Jay Facer.
Kylie Farmer.
Maya Feldman Dragich.
Matt Fernandez.
Emma Claire Ficker.
Orion Fisher.
Alexander Hunter Fleming.
Truman Harrison Fletcher.
Jaya Alexis Ford.
Owen D. Ford.
Gabriel Lutz Frank.
Abigail Linda Franklin.
Benjamin Will Franson.
Max C. Friedman.
Isabella Claire Friedman.
Caden G. Fugates.
Kai Seishuro Fulbright.
Aiden Gabriel.
Willa Ann Gagnon.
Hector Gamblin.
Riley Christine Gardner Duncan.
Anya Jean Gillen.
Iris Marley Gilsdorf.
Ajane Marie Glover.
Logan Going.
Sophie Morgan Goff.
Alexander J. Gray.
Finley McVean Green.
Benjamin Jugel Grouscup.
Sylvia Joe Grossvold.
Kaya B. Grumbles.
Linnea Marie Guthrie.
Nigel Hagan.
Darcy Elizabeth Heindel.
Ty Halpern.
Lillian Claire Hancock.
Owen J. Harrington.
Michaela Marie Harris.
Piper Quinn Haswell.
Connery Robert Hogg.
Adriana Kielani Garcia Hayes.
Nevian Kirk Hefty.
Alexandra M. Helke.
Nina Grace Hepp.
Syra Hernandez Ichikawa.
Miles Hess.
Owen Heighton.
Heather Maria MacArthur Hill.
Samuel M. Hiller.
Evan M. Hockert.
Zachary J. Hoffman.
Lauren Holm.
Annabella Holmland.
Adara Naui Houlihan Tahan.
Ava Beatrice Hauser.
Dylan Gabriel Hughes.
Amanda Annette Hunt.
Eddie Hunt.
Jolyn Hutchinson.
Olisa Ikejani.
Henry C. James.
Blessing Marie Jameson Hamilton.
Rachel Elizabeth January.
Brian L. Jenkins.
Reed Jatan.
Grace Hesketh Jank.
Rhett Jank.
Ajani Jones.
Kyle Jones.
Amina Ashlia Kadir.
Melina Kelsey.
Julian Kelton Carreño.
Evelyn Elizabeth Kent.
Jesse Ethan Keplinger.
Sawyer Graham Kidd Myers.
Owen Kim.
Kai Kiyokawa.
Gavin Clyer.
Chloe Marie Knott.
Camila Misty Knutson.
Natalie Korak.
Aiden Corbich.
Michael Martin Kraus.
Soren John Kremer Franklin.
Haley Ann Krebs.
Jacob Jordan Kurbis.
Let's see your last name. Lucas Roger Kunau.
Cameron Oliver Kwiatkowski.
Simon D. Lakowski.
Michael George Lake.
Reed Asher Lando.
Maeve Olivia Larco.
Eve Jacqueline May Laurent.
Mimi Lee.
So Laura Rose LeClaire.
Jade Lehman.
Luke Andrew Licky.
Joseph Henry Hansen Lieberman.
Lucy Colleen Light.
Aaron Joseph Lindstedt.
Ruby Jane Locken.
Jacob Loosemore.
Ellen Lovery.
Kylie Lower.
Ethan Thomas Ludi.
Elizabeth R. Lux.
David A. Liebeck.
Malachi Madrone.
Jackson W. Maffei.
Steve Maharjan.
Ronan Kerr Manwaring.
Olivia Mackenzie Marker.
Jackson L. Maradatz.
Liam Frey Martin.
Raina Massoy.
Rory Patrick McDade.
Sean C. McIntyre.
Ava McIntyre.
Ewan, do you want me to just... Ewan McLaughlin.
Sadie Ann McLaughlin.
Ethan Emmanuel McLaughlin.
Eleanor Grace McNeil.
Lilia C. McNeil.
Maura McQuillan.
Genevieve Ann McCallum.
Chloe Mellinger.
Alex Messer.
Thomas John Meyer.
Nathaniel Everett Mick.
Nolan Ashton Miga.
Alexander Ryan Mister.
Aiden Levi Mitchell.
Nikolai Mizani.
Zeta Mizushima.
Jackson Thomas Montfort.
Alexander Thomas Moore.
Owen C. Morrissey.
Cornelius Morgan.
Walter Morton.
Peyton Myers.
Raymond Toshio Nakashinishi.
Matisse Nash.
Isla Nixon.
Florence Oakley.
Maxwell Thomas Ognall.
Macy Olivia.
Julian E. Allison.
Enya Omana Rodriguez.
Kelsey Noel Orner.
Kyle Osland.
Leah Joy Owens.
Allison Powell Parker.
Lily Parker.
Kenzie Parrott.
Sydney Pashuto Wood.
Sarah Evelyn Pearson.
Olivia Perry.
Finnegan Andrew Peters Martin.
Luke Martin Pyrewald.
Artemis Ruch Phillips.
Ava Phillips.
Theodore T. Plagata.
Willa Adele Poland McLean.
Sam Postlethwaite.
Makoto Thoreau Powers.
Jameson Artis Price.
Keenan Andrew Brennan Perky.
Gage Gregory Plyman.
Cole James Quick.
Annalise Quinton.
Maya Rashid.
Ella Rasmussen.
Aditya Ratra.
Cortez Rivara.
Abigail Lee Reich.
Molly Rattel.
Millie Mae Rice.
Stella Marie Richardson.
Grace Ivy Ann Riley.
William A. Rivas.
Janita Roach.
Kai Roark Van Nood.
Dominic Levi Robinson.
Benjamin Grant Roholt.
Christopher David Roholt.
Marcus Sheegan Rowland.
Hayden Ocean Rooney Fletcher.
Vivian Rush.
Ariel Russell.
Isaac A. Sanchez Bishop.
Leonardo Sanchez.
Leobardo Sanchez.
Lincoln Sand.
Beatrice Adriana Santiago Perez.
Eloise Carolyn Shell.
Tristan Shoy.
Jack Schlosser.
Nina Schneider.
Leo Schomburger.
Kyla Shonik.
Vivian Ruth Schutte.
Clayton Schulenberg.
Hannah Paris Kate Schumann.
Spencer J. Scott.
Lul Sabatu.
Levi Jacob Gold Sector.
Caden Siegel.
Bo Shearer.
Lydia Taylor Sheets.
Evan Shields.
Elias Schiffman.
Moran Zamariam Samir.
Paris Short.
Talia Sabila.
Arthur Simons.
Alexander Griffin Sviglia.
Ethan Sky.
Ivy Smalley.
Jared Denali Smith.
Ryan J. Smith.
Madeline Snyder.
Sophia Amelia Snyder.
Cole Augusta Songster.
Henry Southern.
Nico Torrance Spathis.
Owen Spitzer.
Adam P. Steiner.
Isabella Marie Stockwell.
Charlotte Stager.
Ethan Stoppenhagen.
Greta Strike.
McDonald Strong.
William Walter Strong.
Ella Sturm.
Cale Patrick Sullivan.
Sarah Swoboda.
Mariella Swearingen.
Andrew Switzer.
Colette Marie Switzer.
Noah Ty.
Holden Isabel Tanner.
Gabriel E. Taylor.
Paige Kennedy Taylor.
Mackenzie Ann Tell.
Sophie Tenkoff.
Arwen Thomas.
Carmela Katya Thomas.
Leo Thomason.
Marina Catherine Thompson.
Caden Garans.
Ava Lee Tietze.
Kai Tomazawa.
Megumi Toyota.
Chase Masaki Travis.
Mary Jane Trelstad.
Isabella Agnes Trinchero.
Quentin Turner.
Jube Ozonoe.
Valeria J. Volmer Rendon.
Mason Wahoski.
Emmett J. Warner.
Nia Washington.
Audrey Weber.
William Weeks.
Dexter Michael West.
Zoe White. Sati Williams.
Turner Cooper Williams.
Luke Morgan Winkler.
Kobe M. Wong.
Addison Parker Wood.
Jake Woolley.
Pascal Wright.
Julia Yilmaz.
Thomasina Soyo Yost.
Philip Benjamin Czar.
Allison Mika Zagra.
May Zook.
And now, Grant High School graduates, Superintendent Mr. Guadalupe Guerrero would like a moment of our time.
As superintendent of the Portland Public Schools, I am so proud of this class of 2021. Congratulations. It's my absolute privilege to recognize this important milestone in your educational journey. Because of a lot of individual effort and perseverance, and I know that that journey has also come with a great deal of support from family, from friends, from teachers, and other adults who have supported you along this way. So not only am I absolutely proud of your efforts as a graduate of PPS, but I also want to give a shout out to the grandparents, the aunts and uncles, the cousins, the friends, your peers on campus, and most importantly, all of those supportive adults, the teachers and the other folks on campus who really, I hope, help to keep your personal goals in mind as you think about your post-secondary career. Because of your experience here in the Portland Public Schools, you're walking away with some critically important skills that are going to help you be successful in navigating and continuing to accomplish the goals that you have for yourself. Here at PPS, we talk about this graduate portrait, the skills that we hope that each one of you have as a result of your experience with us. We hope that you are prepared to really lead a more socially just world. This class of 2021 is special for a couple of reasons. We've dealt with a pandemic that has challenged us to learn in new and different ways. We have been at the epicenter of a long overdue racial uprising, and there's been an economic crisis that has impacted so many of our families. And through it all, you've shown a great deal of perseverance and resilience in staying focused on your learning and on your learning goals. So to that, my hat's off to you. Class of 2021, thank you for your grace, your flexibility, and your perseverance. Thank you for inspiring all of us. Your legacy will shine brightly for generations to come.
Now, a message from the Portland Public School Board.
Oh, class of 2021, you are my heroes.
Every generation is faced with something, right? But I think some generations are faced with more than others.
This has been a really unique senior year because of the unexpected happening.
Extraordinary circumstances over the last 15 months.
Being isolated from each other, being isolated from your teachers.
The class of 2021 is so special because we completed our high school careers in a uniquely challenging year. In the face of many obstacles, a global pandemic among them, we persevered.
What I think is unique about this class of 2021 is their ability to mentor and lead other students.
These kids, having gone through the pandemic, having gone through comprehensive distance learning, I think more adaptable than kids that have not been through this experience.
I think this class will be remembered as an example of how people can rise to an occasion.
That gaining of a different kind of rhythm will help the students of this class think about what is normal and how do we build our society and what do we ask of people.
The parents, the grandparents, this whole community is proud of them.
My hopes for all of you are that you have found that spark.
Whether they're moving on to college or they're moving on to a career or moving on to some other life adventure.
Congratulations. You've gone through more hoops than any class that I know of.
So excited for the class to walk across the stage to move from students of PPS to graduates of PPS and join the rest of the alums.
I'm hopeful that this class has very unique gifts. There's nothing can top the high you get from being an active member of the community.
Whatever it is you've had to deal with, whatever your circumstances, you're here. You've done it.
I would just like to thank the class of 2021 for these last 13 years. I wish all of us well as we emerge into the world and work to shape it anew.
Get out there and get vaccinated, get a job, change the world, and hug each other.
Now, administrators, Dr. Bird, Director Bailey, parents, relatives, friends, and grant staff, I am pleased to announce to you that these grant students have met all of the requirements set out by the Portland School Board and Oregon Department of Education. It is an honor and a privilege that I present to you the Grant High School graduating class of 2021.
Fellow classmates, we have now reached that final moment in our high school career. Please rise for the turning of the tassel. Everyone's already kind of risen. All right. You may now turn your tassel. Maybe. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Perfect timing. Thank you, everyone, and please exit out of exit B. Thank you. Yeah, I think the front part of the stage got it. It was fine.
Move to the front.